I've travelled 6 hours north to Glasgow. Why? Because over my shoulder is Glasgow Angling Centre and it's their open weekend. Got my mate here, Stevie Souter, consultant for Daiwa. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again, mate.
There's some buzz in the trade about this new stuff that Daiwa are bringing out. Just give us a little insight into it.
Well, there's 2 or 3 really innovative new products coming through. Some on the boat, some on the shore. If we take the shore first, the new SLR beach rods. There's 3 in the range. They're 3-piece beach rods, so they're basically easy casters, easy to use. Anybody can use them. Very, very compliant rods. In terms of castability, you know, you don't have to be Superman to cast them. You don't have to be built like Arnold Schwarzenegger. They will bend, and one thing that they don't do is they're not overly stiff, so that when you're casting, they're not splattering baits all over the beach. Right. So they're aimed at everybody. You know, the top rods can use them.
Even I could cast them.
I don't know about that, but I mean, just to demonstrate what they're all about is. The technology in the rod, it's this X-Torque technology, we're calling it. Now, ordinarily, a rod, when you cast, particularly if you're one of the more complicated casters, the pendulum casters, you know, let's say aerialized pendulum casters, there is torque in the blank material. So when the blank twists ever so slightly, you do lose a lot of the energy transfer to the lead. You know, it's not as good as it could be. Now, I don't know if we can get that, but that's a standard rod. And
so it's twisting, basically.
It does twist, it twists, especially if you swing the lead. But with the new technology, the X-Torque technology, there's virtually no twist. I mean, if I twist that much harder, I'm going to hurt myself. You know, it won't bend. So what happens is energy transfer in the cast. As you cast, it's right to the lead. So no complicated styles required, straight over the head, carp fishing style, basically. Whack. And it sends a lead, a bait, and a rig a hell of a long way. Right.
So, I mean, we've got this here. Yeah. So, I mean, that's your normal blank.
That's right.
And that's the X-Torque. So, can we actually tell them, you know, what's the difference? I know it doesn't twist, but how have they managed that?
There's not a lot we can tell you for reasons of patent, right? Okay. But it basically, the way the carbon joins together, the way the carbon is joined is different from the norm. So it's, instead of us just coming up with a new rod idea, they've redesigned blank technology from the bottom up. And I think you will see that over the next little while. You may be interested in the fly fishing side of things, carp fishing side of things. It will be rolled out to all the different disciplines.
And to be honest with you, yes, I've already tried the fly rods. Watch this space. 2013, there's going to be some fantastic rods on the market, mark my word. So that's that one. Right. So that's your beach caster for everybody. They're going to cast further. Everybody's going to be interested with it. And one thing I think I should point out, made in the UK.
Absolutely made in the UK. As I say, there's 3 in the range to cover everything. There's a standard 13-foot, there's a 14-foot, my memory serves me right, and the 16-footer. The 16-foot rod, a lot of our anglers are going to longer rods, allow you to cast a great big huge long rig, quite a long way, cover a lot of beach, and basically they do improve your fishing and improve your catches. End of.
And making it easy.
Absolutely, easy is the word. Easy.
So that's your beach. What if you want to go out on the boat? What are we going to be looking at?
Well, we've got the new Saltus braid boat rods. Apart from them looking really smart, they are particularly tippy. Bite detection is superb. They're made for braid. Everything about them is to do with braided fishing lines. Modern, you know, 8 strands, 4 strands, doesn't matter. Braided line all the way. There's 3 in the range. From the lightest one, which is 6 to 12, which is brilliant. It's so tippy and just an absolute joy to fish with. But it'll do quite a lot of things. Moving on from that, we've got the 12 to 20, which is the middle of the road one, which will cover the majority of your lure fishing on the drift or at anchor. Over the banks for flat fishing stuff, and then we've got the slightly heavier one, which is the 20-30. Now the 20-30 at the top end of the scale, if you like, still isn't very heavy. Very compliant rod, very bendy in the tip, as you like. I mean, not bendy, but bite detection is fantastic, and it's electric to fish with. So as I say, there's 3 in that particular range, and this year I'm going to pair it up with another new Daiwa rod. This is the Saltus Black and Gold.
Right.
There's 5 of these.
Nice, actually.
It does. Very sexy, isn't it?
I think I'll be ordering mine soon.
But yeah, there again, this is the 612, and I use the smallest reel with it. This is the 20 size. 6 to 1 retrieve, plenty of ball bearings, nothing goes wrong with it, and it's actually a really good reel for the shore as well, the black and gold. This is a 20 size, as I say, which is good with the lightest boat rod, but the 30 size and the 40 size on the beaches and the rocks, I'm pretty sure this year will be very, very popular, you know, so very good for a lot of the rough ground stuff.
Now watch this space as well, because he's promised me, he goes to Anglesey a few times a year and he's invited me along, so we're going to be maybe doing some bass fishing. You with that, me with the fly rod. Well, Steve, thank you very much for taking us through the Daiwa range. Have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll go out fishing soon.
Well, I'll do my best, just don't you embarrass me with that fly rod, and I won't embarrass you with that one.
It's a deal.